Good morning, y'all. Miss Nell here and Mr. Purr. We had a good night last night. We got some sleep, and I woke up this morning to read my papers. You know, we share them around the trailer park. We all have a subscription, and we put in our dollar, and we have papers for the whole month. So anyways, I was reading something real fancy. And I had to call my niece, Jerry Ann, because she used to bang a Frenchman. And she picked up a few words, And so I said, what is this wonderful word, saboteur? I see in the news something happened at the Paris Olympics, and they're calling the folks saboteurs. And I said, ooh, that sounds real sexy. I'd like to be a saboteur. And she says, oh, Auntie, that is not what you think it is. That's someone that causes chaos and tries to sabotage. And I said, no, it says right in here, saboteurs in Paris. Oh, it sounds so nice, like they're eating croissants and they're saboteuring all over Paris around the Eiffel Tower. And she said, Auntie, it doesn't mean what you think it does. It doesn't mean that at all. It means it's a derivative of sabotage. So I says to myself, well, why would they use such a word? And she says, well, it has something to do with the Democrats and being woke and all this other stuff and using friendly words as not to offend people. And I said, well, they don't make no damn sense. They tried to light the damn subways on fire and everything, and they're trying to sabotage the Olympics. Just call it what it is. Is it terrorism? Is it arsonism? I don't know. Reminds me of the time my nephew Dirk, I don't know, you guys probably heard him. He's always getting in trouble with the laws around here. But anyways, he went before the judge, and the judges called him an arsonist because he tried to light the church on fire in the little middle school there down by the river. Well, anyways, the judge called him an arsonist. And then his lawyer says, well, no, he's not an arsonist. The psychiatrist has labeled him as a pyromaniac. And you can't call him an arsonist because he's a pyromaniac and is actually a psychological disorder, and it isn't his fault. And I sat there and I said, Wells, the kid's been lighting ants on fire since he was 2 years old. He cut the legs off of the kitty cats. Oh, but anyways, the guy was a psychopath. But anyways, because the fancy smancy big city psychiatrist labeled him a pyromaniac, the judge had to let him off scot-free. Well, you know what he did a year later? He burnt down his wife's house. So it just goes to show you, them fancy pants psychiatrists from the big city don't know what the F they talking about. Sometimes an arsonist is just an arsonist. It's not a fancy pyromaniac. Fire is fire. Call them out for it, please. So anyways, Miss Nell and Mr. Purr won't be going to France. We won't be becoming saboteurs and eating croissants under the Eiffel Tower, because it's actually a bad thing. Who'd have thought?